I didn't see myself as a girlfriend or as a coach or as a friend in general or as a YouTuber even. I kind of had imposter syndrome. And I realize now in trying to manifest Sebastian, the best thing that has ever happened to me. Truly, the biggest blessing I've ever had in my life. They were both so angry that we can't figure out how to get to each other. But it's because I'm not embodying the state of the wish fulfilled. The state of the wish fulfilled that we're already together. I'm embodying instead, well, I was until tonight, hopefully, the state of we're not together. This will never happen. I was thinking of wish fulfillment instead of thinking from having him. So thinking of having him rather than thinking from having him. So like if you put yourself in the position of having your soulmate, what would you think as that version? Like what would you think? What are the thoughts that you would think if you were that person right now? You would think, I love how much they defend our connection. Or I wonder what they would like to eat. Or, wow, they're always so attentive. They text me constantly. We're always talking on the phone. But thinking of it is a different beast altogether. It's almost like when I have it, I'll feel so good. Or like, I wonder what they're doing right now. Or, like I just can't wait to be with them, or we're going to do this one day. And it's different. It's thinking from the state of already having that thing. What does that feel like? What does it feel like to think thoughts that you would naturally be thinking if you were already that person? Well, if you're a millionaire, you're probably thinking, how much easier it is to pay to have your taxes done. People pay to do that for you, and the payroll and stuff. Or if you're a homeowner, you think of things like, what do I have to save up for, in case of an emergency here or something. It's like, what do you think? You think from the state of the wish fulfilled. And I'd been thinking of the state of the wish fulfilled. I've been thinking of having a boyfriend, having like a connection. And I've been technically single for like 5 years. I mean, since 2019. After my divorce, I didn't really, the guy I drove here for, I was only with a few days, so I can't even call that a relationship. But it's just fucking crazy that even happened. Like most people at least get a couple months with a guy before they get dumped. Like I had 4 days and I was already hospitalized because of the dark psychic warfare that was taking place in that connection. Not between he and I really, but the woman that he was with. My God, he was with his neighbor / best friend, and it was just a shit show. Anyway, I'd always been thinking from the state of I'm single. Looking at relationships from the state of I'm single, right? I didn't actually think thoughts from a girl who is a girlfriend to somebody. Like, if I went to the store, I'd probably have a thought to call him and be like, hey, babe, so which kind of candle do you like? Like, or what size shirt do you wear? Or something like that. Like you don't, it's different. It's different. You have to embody the state of that person you wish to be. And I don't wish to be a single woman living in her car. I wish to be a very healthy, committed woman living in a mansion, to be honest with you. So what would I think? How would those thoughts be? Those thoughts would be like, I'll never be alone. I'll never be lonely again. I am so loved, so taken care of, so well provided for, so thought of. My phone's always blowing up because my boyfriend cares so much about me. He just would do anything for me, right? So go into a rampage state. Go into like a few minutes of just saying like, this is what I would think. These are the thoughts I would think. And think from it. Think from it. You know, if you got accepted into your favorite school that you wanted to go into, like what would you be thinking from having it? Like, okay, here's my schedule. This is what my dorm's going to look like, right? These kinds of friends I'm going to meet up with. I know I'm going to meet these types of people. But you gotta really like acknowledge that that's what you want, and that that's a new state of being. Like that's a new you. You're a new creation in Christ. Like immediately when you decide to be a new person, you are a new creation. You are a new state. You are a new version of you, embodying that state of the wish fulfilled. So are you changing? Because really there's no one to change but self. So are you shifting? Are you changing who you are to match that thing that you claim you want? Right? So I guess I didn't even realize that I was doing this. Like I was really missing out on what could have been a lot of happiness in my life because I wasn't embodying the state of the wish fulfilled. I wasn't thinking from it. I was thinking of it. So my suggestion, start thinking from that reality. First, address what the reality is. You got into your favorite school, or you are now a multimillionaire, or you are now in a relationship. Okay? Now, try to remind yourself consistently throughout the day, maybe in a timer. Think from it, not of it. Think from, I'm in a relationship. Think from, I'm a millionaire. Okay? And think about how millionaires think. They probably don't worry about shit like a 50% off coupon. I mean, I'm not saying, though, that you still can't have that. You can, you know, certainly coupon or do whatever you do now, shop at the thrift store, whatever. But just know that there are thoughts that a millionaire would think that someone in poverty would not think at all. They're completely, totally different states of mind. Okay? So it's imperative that we start thinking from it, not of it. And when you think from it, you're going to have such an easier time embodying like what that version of them actually goes through, what it feels like. And you won't be so scared of it anymore too. You know, it's sometimes terrifying to go from thinking about poverty to thinking you're a multimillionaire. You know, same with going from single to a relationship, or going from a relationship to single. Sometimes, you know, the opposite is true, and that's just as scary. So it sometimes takes you first in your imagination thinking from. What would that version of you think like? You'd be thinking, I'm so comfortable. I'm so safe. I can be myself around them. I can be exactly who I am. They love me so unconditionally. And what does that feel like? What does that feel like to be unconditionally loved? Like, put yourself in that state of like, oh, damn. They know everything about me and still love me. Every single mood swing, every nook and cranny, they know every stretch mark, they know every pimple, they know everything, and they still love me. Can't get enough of me. Now, put yourself there. Okay? Bypass the whole like, oh, well, I'm sure they only like me on the days that I'm kind and only when I don't have bad breath in the morning and only this and that. Nope. Think about what unconditional love is in a relationship. Think about going to the ATM to pull out a couple $100,000 if you wanted to, right? Anytime. What does that feel like? Dude, to never have to worry again, ever. And if you spend it, you get it right back. What would that feel like? So start embodying the state by thinking from the state of your wish fulfilled. Whatever your wish fulfilled is, think from it, not of it. I love you guys. Have a good night.